Hey, it's Donna Morgan, and of course, my little clicker that I usually have isn't working because it's Mercury retrograde. How perfect is that? So I'm just going with the flow. But today is the full moon in Gemini, and also Mercury retrograde started today. And Mercury retrograde is when some technological things can happen, sort of like my clicker not working, also miscommunications. But on the high side, it's good for reevaluating your life, looking at um, what's worked, what hasn't, how do I want to move forward. Um, in this case, though, right now, my clicker didn't work. Anyway, it is the full moon in Gemini, and Gemini is ruled by Mercury. It's all about communication. So, what truth do you want to speak? It could be about a truth that you need to speak to somebody that you have not spoken about, like there's something you've wanted to say to your spouse or your friend or your mother, your father, your sister, I don't know who, and you haven't, and it's a good time to communicate at this full moon because it is the full moon in Gemini. But it's also a good time to communicate at kind of a bigger level, like, what is it that I want to communicate to the world? What is my true purpose? And I'm not an astrologer, as you know, but somehow Neptune's in the mix, and Neptune's about intuition. So it's a really good time to tap into your intuition. What is it that I am here to do? Literally, like at a soul level. What is my mojo, as I always say? And so I am going to pick three cards right now to give you some insight about what your mojo is. Your mojo is like your own little personal formula for success. We've all got it. We were conceived with it. We came into this world with it. It's really not that hard to figure out what it is, but most people have a hard time figuring it out for some reason. I seem to help people with that, and thought I'd use the cards, even though I'm not really a tarot reader either. I'm here using astrology, tarot, but I like to play with those things and to help kind of illuminate for you what your mojo is at this Gemini full moon, because it's all about communicating your highest truth. Okay. You may see Blue roaming around. He's out here with me. If he wasn't out here, you know, he'd be crying at the door, and that would be way more irritating. So better to see him roaming around the property, right? Blue is my yellow lab. He is so sweet. All right. What is your mojo that this full moon's going to illuminate? Okay, so decide. 1, 2, or 3. What's your card? 1, 2, 3. Wow, this is the sun. Your mojo is you're supposed to get way, 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 way out there with something. Yeah, you're supposed to shine your light in whatever it is that you do with your life, and maybe you're supposed to move up in something that you're already doing, or it might be in a relationship, like, you know, push a relationship forward, or maybe you're supposed to write a book, or I don't know what it is, but the sun is about being out there, shining your light, going for it. So whatever it is that's on your mind that you're kind of contemplating, should I do this or not? Should I go for it? Yes, do it, do it, do it. The sun is saying yes. Okay, second card. What is your mojo? Oh, wait, one more thing. If this is your mojo, you are really supposed to be a more extroverted person out there in general. So if you're not, be sure that you get yourself out there more, just with everything in your life, okay? Because it'll be way better. The Knight of Wands. Your mojo is adventure. You are the Indiana Jones of the tarot. That's what the Knight of Wands is. So you are supposed to have way more adventure than you have. That is what's going to bring you amazing things. Travel, um, just daring, more daring, go for it kinds of experiences. Even if it's just like there's a rope swing on a river and you get on the rock and you go for it and you like go across the river and jump in the river. Jumping in my pool right now with it being so cold, that's kind of the Knight of Wands. Your mojo is that you need adventure in your life. That is part of your truth and how you communicate in the world, which is all about this Gemini full moon. It's about communication, so adventure. Okay? Card number 2 was adventure, Indiana Jones. Card number 3 is the Alchemist. So, do you see how she's got a rainbow behind her and angel wings and 1 foot in the water and 1 foot in the ground? This card is about balance. You've got to have balance in your life. So, like, you can go one way and be kind of the wild and crazy person, going all taking risks, and then you also have to pull in and be really mellow and meditate and, you know, go on a retreat. I don't know. Like, you have to have balance in your life. That is your mojo. If you are out of balance, you are not in your mojo. So how would you be not in balance if, in terms of this card? You'd be working all the time. You would be a complete workaholic, or you'd be a mom, a stay-home mom who is with her kids constantly and doing nothing for fun, or, you know, never getting a pedicure, or having a glass of wine with friends, or, you know, doing anything except for being with your children. On the flip side, if you're somebody who is super, super, super into your career and also a mom, because we're using the mom example, you work all the time and you're barely with your kids and you feel guilty about it. The key, your mojo, is your formula for success is that you've got to be in balance. You've got to do both equally, and then everything will flow. And if you're a guy, I use the female example just because I just had a client the other day who had this going on, so it was like right here in my mind. Maybe you are a dad, or not even married or anything, but a guy who like works constantly, whether it be at school or sports or work, and you just like never have any fun. Well, no, you've got to balance all of that with fun, meditation, yoga, working out, you know, massage, taking a hike, being in nature. If this is the card you picked, to be successful, the key is to be in balance. Really, it's about balance. Okay, well, I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful full moon and holiday season. I guess I'll see you at the new moon, which may be before the actual holidays. But I am thinking about you, and I wish you a wonderful, wonderful full moon. Okay, and here is my problem that I don't have my clicker. I now, because of Mercury retrograde, have to do it right here. See you later.